Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh. Hold on, y'all. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What is going on? Um, this your boy Doc Holiday. I'm trying to see if I can get this thing going. Y'all have to excuse me right now, but make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share, most of all, subscribe to the channel. Get everything what you got, HBCU Overdrive. But let's see what we got. But anyway, I know y'all see it in the little screen, but to this thing right here.
Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically to design to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on, let me. Okay. I'm trying to figure this stuff out, y'all. I apologize. I really apologize about this. Um, let's see. All right. So the sound is better, but y'all can't hear me. That's the thing. I mean, y'all can't see me. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. I'm still trying to get the hang of this thing. I'm still trying to get the hang of this thing. So y'all had to, like I said, y'all had to excuse me on that. So okay. But anyway, excuse me. So as y'all see, man, look, we trying to do a lot of things out here. I'm just gonna wing it, wing in a prayer. So we got about 5 minutes, 5 minutes before we get to the Zoom. So what I am going to do is try to log in. Let me see what did Mr. Campbell got me doing. As y'all see, I got on merch sports. I got on the Triple D beanie right now. We up in this thing right now, so trying to get some other stuff going on. Um, and I know I have my Zoom. Sign in and say. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good. I hope everybody's had a good time, a good day today. Hope everybody's staying warm. Um, I hope everybody is pretty much not having any trouble with, other things that's going on right now with the weather. I know we're about to get some more cold weather coming in this weekend. I think Kaz just sent me a message. All right. You telling me about my audio. But I got you, bro. I got you. Let me see something. But other than that, man, everybody tell me what's going on. Everybody, while I get this going on. Make sure everybody good. Make sure everybody stay warm. We staying warm up in this thing, y'all. I don't want to have a repeat of 2021. So I stayed warm. I stayed pretty much in the house, even though I had to work on Monday because at the time the roads was not unbearable. So I had to work on Monday and had to get that out the way. But reset my password. Good. So let me sign into this thing right now. We good on that. And it's 4 o'clock. So oh man, I gotta do all this stuff just to get up on this thing. All right, so let me jump back out this thing, launch the meeting. All right, so we about to begin. Hey, Ma. All right, man, this thing is taking so long. What's going on, Ellie? Uh, waiting for this thing to pop up. We'll try this one more time, y'all, because it should have been popped up by now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on because now they got a meeting passcode, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on.
Recording in progress. On the search bar too. First person I see is President Johnson. You want to introduce yourself and talk about the National Alumni Association very quickly? And you're a pleasure to be here, Chris Johnson, President of the FAMU National Alumni Association, graduate 1990-92, Florida University. Great, great, great. Mr. Cobb, I see you next. If you're on mute, you're on mute. Thank you. Yes, hello everyone. My name is Silver Cobb. Dating back when I graduated, I had to go back. Graduated in class of 1972. President of the Rattler. Thank you, thank you. I see a Dr. Ebenezer Oriel Thank you, thank you. Hey, Kyler, are you our student rep? The Student Government Association rep. So I am secretary over athletic affairs for student health. Yeah, we got a great person. Go ahead and introduce yourself one more time. My name is Kyla Wiggin. I am the secretary of athletic affairs for Student Government Association. Thank you, thank you. And then we got the Kelvin Dean, Mr. Kelvin Dean. I'm doing Kelvin Dean, football player. I'm this year representing all of my peers and teammates. And coaches have this still here. Outstanding. And I am Donald Palm. I'm the Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer here at Florida A&M University, and proud to serve as your committee here. Did I hear Eddie? Did Eddie jump on yet? Linda? Okay, we'll come back to you. Okay. Great. Yes, ma'am. Send me the number. Did I miss anyone from the appointed committee from our board of trustees? I think we got everybody, did we? Okay. Thank you so very much. We have some important business to take care of today, and I thought a great way to start the meeting was to introduce ourselves, but also introduce the search firm that will be assisting us with this particular process. I'm glad that they are part of this process for us and help guide us through and navigate to identify the next head coach for Florida A&M University. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Herb. What is your last name? Herb Courtney. Herb Courtney. He's over the Renaissance Search and Consulting for RSC. And so I asked Herb to come on and give us an overview and some of his portfolio and some of the things that they've done in the past. I'll just go and personally note they have never worked with Dartmouth. I know that some stuff happened in the background. I just want to put that out there in the atmosphere now. And so we can go ahead and keep this ball moving. So, Herb, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and your colleagues, and then also some of the things that you guys have done.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us here, and I'm extremely honored to be assisting you all in this critical hire. But as said, I'm from Courtney. I currently reside in Los Angeles. Originally from East Philadelphia, grew up in Buffalo, then Philadelphia, went to school at the University of Delaware, and played basketball overseas for a few years. So sports has always been a passion of mine. I'm just very thankful that I get to work in sports and work with great institutions like FAMU. So I started this firm in 2020, literally right before the pandemic. And, the purpose of this firm was I really wanted to create something that was intentional, that had more equity, coaches, administrators, leaders, especially in that conversation. Started the firm in 2020. We've been able to work really across 100 different industries, maybe on the corporate side, work with people like Nike, with VR, beauty industry as well, through professional sports, working with Bird Better at the Chicago Bears, Dolphins.
You have to excuse me, the feed is going slow.
Professional sports, where the fans to the NBA, we worked, a lot with HBCUs. We, assisted you all in your women's basketball search. Morgan State, Dell State, Grambling State, to your Power Fives like Vanderbilt of the world. So we work with a lot of great leaders. We've seen a lot. Our focus is making sure we understand what's critically important to the institution and the stakeholders, and really fine-tuning our search, for that institution. We don't recycle candidates. We make sure we really get a firm understanding of who we're working for and with, and identifying a leader that reflects that. So this call is critically important for us. So we really get to understand, what you all are looking for in the next coach and the qualities that you feel that are a must have that we need to go out there and seek and on the same page as we gather and recruit candidates. So that's a little bit about me and the firm. I have my colleague here, Adam Gordon. He can give a very quick synopsis of himself, and then we can get into the rest of the agenda.
Thanks, Herb. Hello, everybody. It's nice to meet you. My name's Adam Gordon. I've been working for Herb for about 1.5 years or so. I spent 17 years in college athletics, coaching men's basketball. During that time, worked at 7 different institutions, from everything from junior college up to high major basketball and everything in between. Have really enjoyed serving, a various number of institutions, like Herb mentioned, across the board during my time at Renaissance, and excited to help you all in the process.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Herb. I know, Herb, we had a brief conversation. We wanted to really open up the discussion and following the agenda to the members of the committee to really, as you mentioned before, to get a firm handle on some of the things that they're looking for. I do have to share with a list of some of the attributes that I believe that we received from our athletic director. I can maybe put those up to start the discussion with the.
Yeah, but I'm on my wife's.
That you, Eddie?
I'll change his name.
Okay.
Yeah,
no problem. All right.
I'm on now.
You're on now. Hey, Eddie, before we get going, do you want to introduce yourself just real briefly? Again, 2 seconds.
This is Eddie Jackson, president of the 220 Quarterback Club.
All right. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being part of this committee. And again, we wanted to get a little discussion. I know that Herb wanted to get a feel for the members or some of their idea, what the ideal candidate would look like, or ideal coach. And I thought that I would put back up some of the attributes that Tiffany, AD Sykes had provided us. And I thought that would be helpful to maybe start a discussion with that. What I also wanted the community members to do, and again, this not is exhaustive, an exhaustive list, but I also want you to go back to your constituents and see what else we may want to add to some of these items. And so, if you would like, Herb, I'm going to let you maybe go ahead and lead the discussion.
Yeah.
And then, again, members, you can raise your hand or chime in as you please. And again, this is not, again, an exhaustive list. I do want time for your constituents to also provide some attributes to maybe add to it as well.
Absolutely. And I think, like I said, I think the goal here in our time is to make sure everyone's on the same page of what we're really looking for. And that helps us kind of narrow our scope, whether it could be geographical location, ties to the area, is there a certain profile that you feel, this coach and leader should have, leadership style, so I think, all those things help us, curate a list of coaches that, when we are going out recruiting could be, beneficial, and we're all on the same page. So yes, these coaches embody exactly what we kind of discussed on this call. So continue to move forward. Obviously, we don't want any steps back. So I will love to open it up to the group. I'm sure, people have opinions or, I'll just love to get some feedback, right, in terms of, things that you feel are key critical in this coach. So I see a hand up. Thank you for using the emoji. So I'll Calvin Dean, we'll lead with you, and then Curtis Johnson can be next.
Okay, thank you for starting off with me. You said you want to hear some qualities, correct? That
Yes,
we like
absolutely.
To see.
Yes.
Okay, so speaking from the player's perspective, we like a coach who we can trust, somebody maybe we're comfortable with, or somebody that can quickly earn the trust of players, a man of people, somebody who's social and can push us enough to, get our names on the map and help us get to the NFL. while also just caring about us and not about just extra money or finding a new job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like
Absolutely.
personally, it should be somebody that can earn the trust of the players, because anybody that's played sports knows like you'll go way harder when it's a coach that you actually believe in and you know that they believe in you at the same time.
No, that's great feedback. And you know, as a coach, do you want a coach that's really going to push you, or you know, because you know that trust can be earned different ways. Some coaches are very, you know, they're on you a lot and you know care about the details and things like that. Or do you feel like the group needs someone a little different? In your opinion, as a player right now in the program, what do you feel you need?
I feel like we just need honesty. You know, like if this player's gonna play a little bit or a lot this year, make that transparent and upfront, so no players won't have mixed feelings about the situation. You know, just keep everything honest and up forward everybody, because I know that's what men like to hear. Like, you know, they want to hear the truth about the situation when it all comes down to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. I want to build upon that and add a couple of other points. I think from an alum perspective, looking at a coach that can relate to the level of players that they'd be coaching and have demonstrated that either at a FCS level or even at a senior high school level, right? And documented track record of success of that is so critical that that coach can relate to the players and their current challenges and have demonstrated that they can coach that to success by their records and what they have done, and can demonstrate either through championships and or being a part of a championship staff. I think is critical. Well, it's not critical, in my opinion, to have just head coaching experience. I think that there may be some very highly talented coordinators that are ready to step up to that next level. And so a proven track record of being a part of a program that can demonstrate these coordinators' abilities to produce year after year consistently and be a part of championship staffs. Again, being a part of the FCS system, I think is one that I definitely like to see as an attribute. I think obviously having a great command of HBCU culture, either having coached in that, played in the HBCU realms, or been a part of staff in HBCU realm makes a really, really big difference when it comes to attributes. Yeah. I think the other thing for me off the top is, you know, this coach, while is the face of the football program, just demonstrated ability just to have a relationships or they work with external partners, right? Yes, so etc. And anything they highlight with that would be in that particular point. So I'm gonna start for me.
Absolutely, thank you. We have Kyla has their hand.
Yeah. So just like Kelvin mentioned, a leader of men, a positive team culture, high emotional intelligence.
Whenever y'all are talking, can you use your cameras on camera so that we'll know that it really is the committee member that's talking?
Yes.
Thank you.
I apologize. Yes. So just like Kelvin mentioned, a leader of men, positive team culture, high emotional intelligence. The coach should be able to serve as an advocate and liaison for the team, be able to bridge the athletic gap with the bridge the athletic life into the academic life, and of course have a high football IQ.
Thank you.
I think I saw Curtis Taylor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was getting ready to go back there to show me how to put my hand up. Okay. But anyway, one of the things that I think we certainly should be looking at is experience. Those guys that are already here a part of the team, I think we will all agree that we had a winning formula. We won the SWAC, we won the Celebration Bowl. So it tells me they know how to win. And so oftentimes when we have a job application, we're required that you have a certain degree of you're experiencing this, you're experiencing that. But overall, we're looking for individuals that has hands-on experience for X amount of years. So I think when we look at the guys that we have in place now, already on the ground, they know the system, they know how to win. And so for the F Club, we think that should be at the top of the list, is that we're looking at these guys we have now. And then the other critical part is, and I know we're not there yet, but we need to move as swiftly as possible, because I guess you're aware that we lost our offensive coordinator yesterday. So that's three. We lost our defensive coordinator, which was the best in the HBCU, lost our top recruiting coach, which was the best in the HBCU, and now we've lost our offensive coordinator. So we strongly urge that we try to focus on what we have in place, the ones that was there when we won the championship. I think if we can try to maintain them, then it puts us in a better position to win.
Thank you. Thank you, Curtis, for sharing that. Calvin, do you have something else to add?
Sorry, I wanted to kind of jump in on what he was saying. Speaking for myself and my teammates, we strongly believe what we have in the house is, with a couple additions of what we're missing, we believe what we have in house that we can come back and do the same thing again. And I'm not just speaking for myself. It's a whole ton of guys on the team that believe this. So just speaking from a player aspect, we believe what we have in house. These guys are brilliant enough to take us to the next level and get us back to the Celebration Bowl next year.
Thank you. Anyone else have any comments or any other commentary to add?
Herb, again, I also think the development and mentoring of the student athlete for success on and off the field, and even far beyond graduating the university is very important. But also a coach that can also mentor his assistant coaches as well. And so, again, I just think that mentoring and development piece is really important for what we're really here for at the university as well.
Okay. Absolutely. And then Calvin, is that your hand from last time, or do you have something else to add?
I'm sorry, I forgot to put it down.
No, you're all good. All good.
Ian Selvin, do you have something? And Lisa and Ebenezer?
No, this
Go
is
ahead, Lisa.
I agree with as far as what has been communicated, but I think too at the top of my list is just a really good role model for our students who are athletes. I think that's very important because of all of the responsibilities that they have on the field as well as in the classroom. So just someone that they can go to and keep them on track in both of those different lanes, because it's a lot, I think, that goes with being a student athlete.
Thank you.
Well, I too agree with the subject area that's already been covered. I think that we cover most of the front here. So I agree with what's been said.
Perfect.
Ebenezer? Dr.
Yeah. I think after listening to everybody that has said something, especially the students, athletes, I tend to agree with what has been said. one who cares about the students in and out of class, in and out of the football area, and one that can develop the students into whatever they want to be. So I think those are things that we have to look at. Thank you.
All right.
Sorry, guys. Last thing. This is Kelvin Dean speaking. Our offensive coordinator, Joe Henry, is actually still here and on staff at the school, by the way. So just letting you guys know that.
So Herb, I just want to add to it. While I really greatly appreciate one expression, I'm going to be looking at those candidates that can demonstrate that, right? Of these things we're talking about, either through their record of success of coaching and being in programs that we can quickly look at and see that either they've been a part of, they've contributed to specifically with me. I think these candidates, obviously, in their references, it would be helpful if they have students that can talk to some of these abilities, some of these capabilities that we're looking for. And that means a lot to me, because if that student is taking the time to sit down to help choreograph that and send that means a lot, right, to me. And that's credential for me to really get a good understanding.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything before we kind of go on to the next action item? And so, Dr. Palm, do you want to go right into like our timeline?
Yeah, I wanted to open up for some discussion with the timeline. What I see moving forward. I know we put together a very aggressive timeline to have 5 names to give to Dr. Robinson as well as AD Sykes by Sunday. One of the things that I wanted to maybe open up for discussion is, as I am, and this is a really a open discussion for the committee, as we are looking to get most of, as we're looking to go ahead and complete this by Sunday. Do you think it's realistic that we will be able to get a fair share of applicants in by Sunday? And I want to make sure that we capture the total number of applicants who are going to submit an application. So what are your thoughts about that? I have an idea to maybe look at doing some work on Sunday, but maybe having the names by Tuesday. So I want to hear the communication back from folks. Kelvin, I think is your hand back up?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
Well, what you just said, I think it would be easier or, to pinpoint exactly who we want to pick if we cut the candidates down to maybe 3 candidates and put them in order by, first to last, who we actually think of is the best candidate for us. And if this one doesn't agree to the job, then this one, you know what I'm saying? So I think that we should cut the list down from 5 candidates to 3 so that they can pinpoint the search and make it speed up the process.
Yeah, so here's where I was going with and I need to be clear with the committee. My plan was to give 5 names to Dr. Robinson as well as AD Sykes. And these 5 names, I don't want to rank them. I want them to all 5 names that we can live with, right? And all 5 names, I'm requesting that all 5 names get an interview. So that's what I believe the work of this committee would be. We need 5 solid names. And if we can't get 5, give us 3 solid names that we can live with, that we can forward to Dr. Robinson and AD Sykes as a committee, that we know we're going to be good with those 3 to 5 names.
Chairman Palm?
Yes.
I agree that, we really should, when we're looking at this short timeline,
right,
it really would be better if we was looking at 3. So if we say 5, what happens if we only get 2 or 3?
Well, we'll go with those 2 or 3. And so my thing is, but we have to be able to live with those 2 or 3 that we're going to forward to AD Sykes and President Robinson as a committee? Curtis?
Thank you. I'm back 3 to 5. I can live with 3. I can certainly get to 5. But I think one of the things that will help this committee, and I need to hear from the search firm, is they're putting out the call. I need to hear what the environment that we're in right now. I mean, most probably major coaches or coaches have been placed. What are we up against here? I need to understand that because I think it's going to be challenging. I know that there may be some internal candidates, and I want to make sure that taking that feedback from you guys as to where we are, I think will really determine, and we may get to 3 quicker than the 5 because of just the environment right now. And quite frankly, everything that's been put out there right now, I know coaches may be a little guarded. And so it would help, I think, if we have some feedback from you, Herb, and giving us some of your expertise of what's happening out here in the market.
Yeah, I think, obviously that first hiring cycle has already happened. There's still some very good coaches out there, really at all levels. You're probably going to get more of the, coordinators, not head coaches, but I think, our job is to really create that value proposition. The opportunity is still a very desirable job. As you all know, you just won the Celebration Bowl. People think they can win and win big here and, at FAMU. So that's a great thing. It's not like they're taking a program that's struggling and it's a rebuild and all that. You have some great pieces in play. So that's great. I think the other thing that we have to get locked down is the numbers, right? I think that's going to really be the deciding factor on who's in and who's not, and what we have to work with. So I think getting all that information is going to be key critical in the next 24 hours to see, what is the head coaching salary? What's going to be the operational budget? What is the, assistant coaches, salary pool? I think all that's going to be really important for us to be able to get that coach that we really want. And so all those factors will go into that.
Thank you.
Yep.
So again, just going with the timeline, Curtis, and again, I need the feedback. So this isn't an already done decision. Should we maybe circle back around on Saturday to see what the pool looks like? And Herb, you can help me here as well. And then go ahead and identify the top 3 or 5 by Sunday, or should we just go ahead and give folks over the weekend until Sunday to start submitting their information? Go ahead, Herb.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think we should wait until Sunday, give people an opportunity to at least apply. We can always top grade that list on Sunday and kind of evaluate and see who's there, knowing that in the next 24, 48 hours, there could be more of an influx of candidates, but still gives people time to get it in there. And it helps from an equity standpoint, right? Just be able to give people the access and ability to do that, right? I think a Saturday, it's already Thursday night. That's just a really quick turnaround time, for people to get their stuff in and put their best foot forward. So, we will announce it right after this meeting. It's already up on our website, so we're ready to go and ready to advertise and do some direct recruiting on, just the information that we just even gathered today. But I do think, probably a Sunday would be best in my opinion.
So probably do a check-in on Sunday to see where we are, and then identify again. But I would say Sunday, but Tuesday the latest to identify those names. But if we can even start on Sunday, if we have a pool, we can maybe start reviewing them. Well, Curtis and then AD Sykes. Curtis.
Yes. Okay, so we keep moving the goalposts. We started out by saying Sunday. Now I'm hearing Monday. Now I'm hearing Tuesday. We really need to try to go ahead and complete this by Sunday if we can. We've involved the search committee, search firm, so we need to get this done because we're losing coaches every day. We're potentially going to lose players. And if we want to be in a position to win the SWAC, to win the celebration, we've got to move forward. And if it was left up to me, I'd say, hey, we need to make a decision today, okay? But I would ask that we try not to continue to move the goalposts because now the firm is saying that we won't have enough time by Sunday. That was my concern from the beginning, Chairman Palm, about bringing in another firm that this was going to delay the process. So I have a concern with holding this thing off to Tuesday. We need to get this done.
All right. Thank you, Curtis. So I'll circle back around that. I want to hear what AD Sykes has to say. But if you would have heard me, I said that we can check on Sunday to see where we are with the pool, and then we can make a decision on Sunday to review and move forward. But also, like I said, there may be folks that you're even interested in having in that pool that haven't gotten their application in yet. And so I just want to make sure that you know we're comprehensive with getting that information in. So. But AD Sykes, you had a question?
I was just going to comment that since the opening has been posted to the website, I will go through my emails and reply to everyone who has expressed interest since January 1st and make sure that those people have the link directly from me. So I will comb through those emails and also the list that I already have and just reply. And in case those people are still interested, they will have direct access to that link. They'll hear directly from me.
Thank you so much. Curtis Johnson.
I think one thing that helps to move the speed here with this is when will we have access to the portal to begin looking at these resumes or applications? If we can have real time, I think that may address some of the concerns of speed. And I realize at some point we'll have a cap point, but you know, since it's open now and everyone's watching and we've got 100 some people on here listening to this. I'm sure it's going on social media. I expect for people to get their candidates in, and we can literally start looking tomorrow.
Yeah,
again.
No, I agree. You all will have access. We'll send an email to the group with user and password to access the portal. So I'll make sure after this we send that out.
I want to make sure that we all understand that these confidential, these applicants, and that we have to keep this tight, members, because if we don't, it is going to delay and create more of issues if we don't keep this tight. So I just want to reiterate that is your responsibility to help us make a decision, but also help keep the confidentiality. Whatever else has to go out in the sunshine, it'll come out in the sunshine. But again, you cannot take this information and start pushing it along to a lot of your constituents. All right. Curtis, it looks like put your hand up, sir. Yes. It looks like your hand's up.
Yes. Question, will the search firm provide to the committee everyone that applied?
Yep. Everyone that applies goes right to our portal. And you'll have real-time access to the portal. You can access it anytime you want. So anytime someone applies to that job, it goes right in our portal and you'll have access to that.
So is the search firm going through and decide, well, this one here really does not qualify and this one has this problem? Are you going to be screening those applicants? Are you going to be sending all of them to the committee?
They'll be available. Anyone who applies will have access to that. What we'll do, obviously, because we know what we're looking for, at that call on Sunday is to say, you know what, after looking at the, 20, 30, 40, however many people apply, these are, in our opinion, the top 10 that make sense. And as a committee, our job is to whittle that down to 3 to 5 that makes sense. So,
and I want to make sure everybody's clear that is the search firm's recommendations, and so there's an opportunity for us to have discussion and also, look at other things as well. But that's what they're being paid for, to give us what we're asking for with regards to the attributes.
Mr. Chair,
yes, sir.
I think what I'm hearing here, we've all committed to working through the weekend. And now that I know that we have access, I think it would be in our best interest to come back on Sunday, give us that time between Thursday night and then have a set time on Sunday that we come back and what's in there is what's in there at that point. And maybe we can do a quick assessment, see where we are. And if we get to the 3 names, 5 names, or somewhere in between that, we can make that decision on Sunday. I still feel confident that we can do that and reach that point and be able to have this speed done with fairly certain confidence in what we're looking for, if we can at least agree to come back on Sunday.
I agree, sir, but I guess let me ask the committee. That's all. If we can have a vote by yay or nay by the committee. That would I think that would be great. And then all we need to do is set up a time. So I'll call you by name. Curtis Johnson.
Yes.
Selvin Cobb.
Yes.
Curtis Taylor.
Yes.
Ebenezer Ariaco.
Yes.
Eddie Jackson.
Yes.
Issa LeBou.
Yes.
Kyla Ligon. Is it Ligon or Ligon?
Ligon.
Kyla? Ligon, got you. And is it Kelvin Dean?
Yes, sir.
All right, I think I got everything, everybody, Linda?
I think so. Remember, you guys have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow at noon.
Right. I guess my question, should we meet at noon or should we move forward with, hello? I'm sorry?
I was answering the question.
Curtis?
Let's go what we just voted on. Let's meet Sunday.
Okay. Everybody good with that?
I'm good.
Yes.
Yes, good with Sunday.
Okay. All right. So time frame for everybody. Of course, I know we have church on Sunday, and I don't believe there's any football games on Sunday. So I think
they're off games.
Well, since the Steelers lost, I know there's no football games. But what's your pleasure on time? I'm available for everybody.
Morning.
Not Sunday morning. I would say, let's say 3 o'clock. I would recommend 3. Is that fair? Meet in the middle?
3 is fine with me.
Calvin Dean, 3 is good with you, sir?
Yes, sir. 3 is fine with me also.
Okay. Lisa, can you work with 3 o'clock?
I can.
Okay. Thank you. Is any unreadiness for 3 o'clock? Okay, great. So look, what I need, Herb, is letting us know what you need from us to go ahead and make this happen at least by 3 o'clock on Sunday. What do you need from us, Herb?
Just obviously keep an eye out on the portal and, check in and have some notes, be prepared, for dialogue on Sunday. And, obviously what has been talked about today, keeping that in the forefront, what we're looking for attributes, we're going to obviously go out and target some coaches that reflect what all you're asking for. So, just got to be flexible, open mind, and be able, like I said, we got to work together and so we all feel good about this decision. So we're going to work with urgency. We're going to do our diligence. I think obviously that's very important for us. As we curate this list, we need to do, we want to do our own vetting and background and, talking with people. And so, we just need just communication, transparency, and just that good working relationship.
Herb, if I could jump in and just reiterate the confidentiality piece, if candidates start getting leaked, they'll start pulling out of the process because it puts pressure on them in their current positions. So just wanted to reiterate the confidentiality piece.
Please, you all. Like I said, I can't reinforce that enough. It really will set us back, Curtis Taylor. If and I'm not saying you are, but I'm just letting you know. I know a timeline is is really what we're working on. I don't want to have this set us back, and also really have to deal with the legal aspect of it as well. So again, if we can be very confidential, I'll let the student athlete and our SGA representative also know that this is truly, truly, truly confidential. Curtis, it looks like Taylor, you have your hand back up, or you just haven't put it down yet?
Yeah, no. When will we receive the portal? When will we be able to get on the portal?
Well, we'll get it to you within the next 30 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Quick question I have, just so that I know people are listening. On the portal, all of the salary range or whatever for the head coaches on there, right? I'm assuming
we can't
that's
personally
on
ask
there.
them that, but we, like I can't have, but they can, if they want to list that, they can. We can't personally ask them or make them fill out the salary, what their desired salary is.
I was actually maybe this is me being naive. I was looking the other way, meaning that have we publicized what the coaching salary range is for this? I'm just curious. Would they know that if they're going to apply for this particular position? Because certainly if they have expectations and those expectations don't meet, I'm trying to avoid any setbacks here.
Yeah.
It's people that apply. And you did mention it earlier that, and I think AD Sykes mentioned it, that this is information that obviously a candidate would want to know.
Absolutely.
So I'm assuming it's there for them. That's the question.
I'm not sure yet, Curtis. I will talk with the president and AD Sykes on how we manage that piece right there.
Well,
good question. It's important.
It's critical because I'm with Mr. Taylor on this point. If their expectations and they're not being met, guys, we're not going to get there.
Right.
And I know that's a hard bridge that we've got to jump off of, but that to me is just mission critical.
Right. Okay. We'll get on top of that.
Yeah, I'll say that is something we're continuing to work through. Currently, I think everyone knows that the state allows athletics to pay up to $250,000 of a person's salary.
Right.
Currently in the athletics budget, we have $200,000 for that salary. So without additional support, the maximum salary available right now would be the $200,000 that's in the athletics.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. So Herb, I'll get back with you and AD Sykes, and we'll work through that piece of it. So anything else for Herb and his team from the committee? Okay. One of the things I also want to at least have the individual presidents of for their particular groups to, I'm not sure how we're communicating back the information to your group. I know that you guys are in constant contact with your particular constituents. And so I just want to make sure that we, if you need me to come and speak with them, as Curtis did the other day, I'm anxious to come back and welcome the invitation to come to the various affinity groups or what have you. But I think, again, it's important that communication piece is taking place and that people understand where we are in the process. And good to hear that feedback as well. Action items. Again, we have the next meeting set up for 3:00 on Sunday. Linda, I'll probably have to ask you to help me get that meeting set up. And if there's any more additional attributes, and if you want to go out to your constituents and ask them, are there any additional attributes to add, we can get those over to her as soon as possible. All right. And so with that being said, I want to open up the meeting for anything for the good of the order.
Yes,
and then
Donald, I have
yes.
sent the meeting notice to everyone already, and they should use the same sign-on link that they use for the meeting today. They'll use that on Sunday as well.
Okay. Great. Curtis, your hands are still up. I don't know if you're just getting.
No, Dr. Palm, can I get your phone number and email address? I mean, you can send it to me later on.
Yeah, I'll send you my phone number through the email. I'll email you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Any closing remarks, anything for the good of the order?
Yes.
Who's that,
Yes.
Curtis again? Okay.
Yes. You know, FAMU, our motto is excellent with caring. We certainly had the excellent when we look at, we won the SWAC, we won the Celebration Bowl, but on the caring end, when we look at these assistant coaches that work very hard, like Alternate State, we thank Coach Summers, but Coach Summers did not do it by himself. And so we have to be concerned about the assistant coaches. That's why when we lost the recruiting coach, the number one recruiting coach, only good thing, like I say, is now with prime time, we've lost our defense coordinator. Somebody say we lost our offense coordinator. I heard one of the guys say we did not. That's great. That's good. So the quicker we can get this done, rather brothers and sisters, the better off we're going to be to getting back to playing football and winning football. But we have to be concerned about these guys, their families, their lives, their responsibilities. And so the same way we roll out the red carpet for Corey Summers, in my mind, we should be doing the same thing for the assistant coaches. And we should be listening to the football players.
Yeah.
That was very critical. I played football at FAMU, and we had some situations where the administration did listen to us. So I would say let's try to move as swiftly as possible and trying to select our next head football coach at FAMU that will take us again to beat the SWAC and the Celebration Bowl. Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis. Curtis Johnson.
So thank you, Herb. I want to thank you guys for coming aboard. Just so that we're clear, because the public's also listening to this, those attributes that we contributed today will be added to the list, but there's no weighting of those particular attributes that they would weigh one way or another. We don't have a weighted scale on that. Those are just some of the attributes that, as we evaluate, we may want to consider, I'm assuming.
Right. Well, I can tell you, yes. I think Curtis, for the most part, I'm excited and also really relieved again that we're all going to get a chance to see all the applicants come in.
Okay.
Right. And so they're going to give us the recommendation from what we gave them, but there may be, again, some other recommendations that we see, right, that we can be part of it. And so I think this is a fair and open opportunity for us to provide input but they're going to give us exactly what we asked for in those attributes. And so, yeah, and so I'm very excited. Kelvin?
I just wanted to say I firmly agree with Mr. Curtis Taylor on listening to the football players, that make players want to come and stay around and play for the program that they can have pride in, with a coach that they trust and know is doing it for the better of them.
Yes, sir. Well, look, Kelvin, I'm so excited you're a part of the committee. You're a very valuable asset to the committee, so your voices are going to be heard as well as Ms. Ligon, Kyla.
Yes,
I'll say
sir.
Kyla.
I appreciate y'all having me on.
Well, with that being said, Herb, are there any closing remarks for you and your committee, you and your firm?
No, we're just excited to get to work and find you all a great football coach and leader.
Well, thank you for really assisting us on this. And again, I just want to thank all of the committee members once again for your assistance in this really, really important task that we have at hand. And again, I know we can get there. And Curtis, I think we may get there by Sunday. So I'm going to push for that as well. All right. With that being said, we'll go ahead and log off. And again, thank you for all that you are doing for FAMU. Have a good evening.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my. Oh my Jesus. My Jesus, my Jesus, my Jesus. What have we? Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Oh Jesus. I spent a whole hour listening to bullcrap. And I wouldn't say it was all a whole hour of bullcrap. I mean, they did name who was on this actual search committee. They did name who was the actual search firm for the hire of the new head football coach. And I'm to the point where, look, the way I hear AD Sykes talk when she was talking on there, she's like, look, I'm ready for this to all be over with. I'm ready for this to end. I'm just ready for it to pretty much like shut y'all mouth, because in a sense she had a person that was that she had in place to take over the football team. Uh, she had somebody in place to take over the football team. When everybody started going into the uproar about who was what, why he don't need to be here, and all this other stuff, then bringing out an old video where it was a brawl between North Carolina A&T and FAMU back in 2019, and he wasn't even in the damn video because he was talking to some other coaches. Man, look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm with her. I'm being real with you. I'm with her. Now, like I said, should there be transparency in this whole thing? Yes, there should have been a lot of transparency in this whole thing. But we can't just sit here and just say she not doing her job because she's doing her job. Because that was her second thought. If you really think about this, her first thought was, I would rather hire a search firm. I would rather have a search committee to get this going than to resort to getting a coach who's fairly successful over at Fort Valley with Sean Gibbs, and go with him. And then, everybody was in an uproar. Everybody was in an uproar. Everybody's hands was up. They done brought out the tiki torches and the little small pitchforks and everything, because they would get ready to put this woman's head on a steak on a platter. But I mean, either way, either if she should not have been hired, at the end of the day, that was still Dr. Robinson that it was still Dr. Larry Robinson that made the recommendation that actually hired her to be the AD for the institution. Uh, um, and then you want access to the money from the boosters. I mean, that's understandable. I can get you that. I mean, I get that, because at the end of the day, you still got to pay you got to pay these people. You got to pay these folks. Like you can't just go and not pay these coaches. You see, defensive coordinator gone, Merch State. You see the recruiting coordinator gone, Colorado. Um, um, it was word that the offensive coordinator had left, but Mr. Kelvin Dean, who's the running back for the team, he kind of dispelled that rumor, saying that he's still on staff. He's still on staff, but for how long will he be on staff? How long will it take to be on staff? And And at the end of the day, and you're right, they weren't gonna give it to Gibbs. I would, my thing is give the money to the assistant coaches. Give them that money to the assistant coaches. Like it's sitting in the alumni bank. Give that money to the assistant coaches. Give it to them to where they can be that they are living a prosperous life. You get what I'm saying? Why it's so quiet? I mean, it could have been a smart play, the interim coach. But see, here's the thing, and here's another thing too, bro. Even if you gave that person, whoever, Cozy or Roll, the interim tag for the head coach, what if they don't do good? Because then they'll be right back to, it goes back to the AD. Where she put the tag on him. We should have just hired him. See, there's too many excuses. Like, there's too many excuses to this. If you get an interim tag, well, the AD put the interim tag on him. And that's true. She would have a better shot to get the person you wanted in the first place. But in a sense, it will still say that the AD put the interim tag on him. He did not win. Now we should have stayed. We should have put the banter would have been. We should have had this person come in. She should have hired this person. Where she already, in a sense, she already had a person in place. But this is all so messed up and so confusing. And the only people that are hurting right now are the student athletes, the football players. We tell those kids, hey, don't jump in the portal. Don't do this. We're going to find somebody for you. We're going to do this for you. We're going to do that for you. But I just want to try to figure out what's going on. And again, they were supposed to meet tomorrow. They scratched that. They'll be meeting on Sunday afternoon at 3:00. So that will be 2:00 my time. Like I will be at work because I work from 12 to 8 on Sunday. But I will listen to the Zoom, and then when I get home from work, I will have my thoughts and considerations and stuff like that for them, for everybody to hear. So and I apologize about the lack of audio earlier. Like I said, this is a new streaming service that I have right now, and I'm still trying to work the kinks out of it. So I'm doing I'm looking at tutorials and stuff like that. So y'all have to bear with me. I'm a novice at this with this streaming service. If it was StreamYard, I wouldn't have no problem. But StreamYard doesn't have a lot of things that this one has. So I actually do like this one. I do like StreamYard, but I like this one a little bit better. But make sure that y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you hit the donation button on for us. Make sure y'all hit the donation button because we got to make sure we pay for this right here, this service, to keep everything going. So please, I appreciate if everybody could give at least $5 out of your pocket. Either you can send a Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. It would be so much appreciative. I was going to try to do the initiative for the NFL, the NFL Legacy Bowl, but the HBCU Legacy Bowl, but I won't be able to go because of certain financial situations that's going on right now. And plus, it's closer towards my daughter's birthday, and she'll be 9 on the 17th of February. So I'm going to be playing that. Well, not playing. I am going to be dad. But it's still, I still want y'all to give. And also, we're like I talked to Merch Pack, we're trying to get some shirts and some hoodies. We're gonna do a couple at a time, see how that sell, and then if it sells out, we'll try to order some more. Y'all have to understand, this guy really has been doing his thing for me for since I became his brand ambassador. Um, uh, So other than that, man, I appreciate everybody for jumping on. Appreciate everybody for working with me. Make sure y'all make sure y'all like the channel and subscribe to the channel and share it with your people and everything. Get one last commercial break before we roll up out of here, and then after that, man, we'll be back on this thing tomorrow. We'll get into some other things that's going on with with basketball. Some other news that I've seen that was on Twitter that I want to talk about tomorrow. We'll be back on this thing tomorrow afternoon. But in the meantime, between time, here's my last commercial break. Go and shop at shopmerchsports.com. Be right back.
Yo, it's your boy Doc Holliday with HBCU Overdrive. And I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts.
What's going on? Oh, okay. So let me see. Yeah, it'll be good, man. Look, it'll be good for the cold weather. Be good for cold weather as it's getting cold in North Carolina. Yeah, it'll be good for cold weather. It was cold here, bro. It was cold here in Dallas. My mom, Kaz, if you looking at this, you was talking to my mother. So when she was telling you it was low at 16 degrees here, and where I was at, it was like 15 degrees was the high. Yes, it was cold to us here in the South. So yeah, man, if you get the hoodie, man, it's gonna be real good. The hoodie I got, this is a good one right here. This is for the Black College Football Fan Club. That's his line that's going on right now. It's sleek, it's slender, it is, you know what I'm saying, it's comfortable. You can wear it in the springtime, you can wear it in the winter, you can wear it at fall. I mean, of course, if you got if you got kids, they're gonna wear a hoodie all day, every day because it be cold in their classroom. But anyway, man, no, we got some good things going on, right? We got some good things going on right now. But as always, y'all, as always, I'm gonna have to end this on a good positive note. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Stay warm out there. Hug your loved ones. We'll be back on this thing tomorrow at I'm gonna do a 3:00 show tomorrow. How about that? 3:00 show tomorrow. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. But until then, like I said, stay easy, stay greasy. We out this thing. Peace.